All right, welcome everyone to the Life of a Marketer podcast, and I'm excited today to have Jonathan Rodriguez. I'll say his name wrong, and Jonathan is a marketer himself, and I'm happy to have him on the podcast. So I'm going to let him kind of introduce himself and tell us about himself. So let's get started. Jonathan, tell me about what it is that you do and tell me about your company.
Yeah, so as Jared mentioned, first and foremost, I want to thank you for having me. It's a great opportunity and it's a pleasure to be here. My name is Jonathan Rodriguez. I am a CMO at El Encanto Products Inc., which is a wholesale distributor of Mexican and Central American food products. We specialize in the Midwest region of the United States. And so that's a little bit of my job and who I am.
Awesome, awesome. What tell us more about the products. What kind of products are you guys selling?
So
Okay.
when we first started, we mostly dealt with imported cheeses from Mexico and mole sauce to make the traditional Mexican dish mole. I don't know if you've had it.
Uh-huh.
Um, so we started with that, and then slowly through time, we began expanding our product offerings to now offer cheese. Basically, every leading Hispanic brand in the United States, we carry it, and we mostly distribute to grocery stores, supermarkets, convenience stores, restaurants. So a wide variety of different businesses, but it varies from grocery goods, canned goods, frozen goods, deli products, and so on.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Sounds good. I love the so I lived in Mexico for a little while and I love the cheese in Mexico. It's really good.
Yeah.
They have like 250 different kinds of cheese and they're all
Oh
good.
yeah.
Um, a lot more variety than in the US. All right, awesome. So tell me what's the best thing about being in the marketing industry?
Being in the best thing about being in the marketing industry, in my opinion, is you're continuously learning. It's always changing, and it's fun to, in my opinion, to keep challenging yourself, to keep adapting. I had said in a different podcast before that I went to school at UIC, University of Illinois at Chicago. I graduated with a marketing degree. My teacher would say, "What I learned 20 years ago is irrelevant now because there wasn't social media, there wasn't TikTok, there wasn't this whole new genre of marketing." And it's fun because people sometimes think marketing is always social media, but there's traditional marketing, business to business, business to consumer. And so the best thing about it is there's so many branches you can branch into, and in my opinion, it's fun. That's what I think.
Awesome, awesome. All right. So what sort of advice do you offer to people that are in marketing, that are CMOs? What kind of advice do you have for them?
I would The advice I would give is don't be afraid to change. Accept change, embrace it, be willing to learn, be willing to adapt. The world is continuously changing. TikTok might have exploded in the within the past 2 years, but you don't know what's coming next. Be willing to make any any changes necessary.
Awesome, awesome. Um, and so, what other successful people in marketing like yourself would you like to acknowledge that should be on this podcast?
Ooh, uh, I don't know. I know a lot of great marketers, especially some of my old classmates that I think they're doing great things now. Off the top of my head, I don't want to just name a single person. I would have to really think about it. But I could let you know who I think would be a good fit for your podcast. That's for sure. But right now, I didn't think that question through. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So just another, I'm just curious, another question, and I know that we didn't prepare this question, but what kind of marketing are you doing at Encanto Products? What's your go-to, your bread and butter?
So me in particular, with El Encanto products, since most of our business is business to business, it's not as complex as maybe a social media marketer. But a lot of my work is strategizing, designing, and really getting across promotions. I think I dedicate my time more into doing promotional work with the retailers and the groups we work with. But And that's the thing too. I'm not really a social media guy. Like I'm not good at social media. I don't keep up with that many trends. I'm more of a business to business, you know, promotional stuff. Get get the details done right and move our products mostly.
Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, and one final question that we always do for fun. Tell me the oldest technology that you remember using.
Ooh, the oldest technology I remember using. Um, I would say the oldest and probably the first technology that I actually like really used was I had a PlayStation 1. That's not even that long ago. I played PlayStation 1. I wasn't a Nintendo 64. That wasn't my time. More of a PlayStation 1 type era and Game Boy Advance. That's about it. Computers not until I was a little older, but that's again that's very recent. So that's not
Right.
old.
Yeah. You know, my
Yeah.
parents, they gave me for Christmas once one of those original Game Boys, you know, like the brick.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I used to have one of those,
Yeah.
black and white, it wasn't even color, and you just play it. And I remember that. And I thought that was the most amazing thing ever when they gave that to me. And now it's like, it's just advanced so much in such a short period of time. It's amazing.
Oh,
But
and you're right because now all those games you can play them on your iPhone or on any smartphone literally for free whenever you want. And back then it was like groundbreaking technology, and it was cool to game like that, to be able to game portable, portable game.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Definitely.
cool stuff, cool stuff.
Awesome. All right. Well, Jonathan, thanks so much for being on our podcast. This is we like to keep it short, and I really appreciate the advice that you gave us. If you're watching this podcast for the first time, you can find it on YouTube. As soon as we get our videos processed, we release it. So if you subscribe to our channel, you can get that. And if not, we're every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. We stream it out to all of our social media platforms. Jonathan, thanks so much once again.
Thank you, Jared, and yeah, make sure to subscribe and hopefully keep bringing out more good content. Thank you.